would you look at this? How exciting. I just want to take a moment to welcome each and every one of you. Welcome. 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 Yeah, that's going to take way too long, isn't it? It's good to have you all here. Oh my goodness, look who is here. Last time I saw you, you were this high. You're sitting on the ground at the time, but yeah, you were down there. Oh, it's so nice to see you. I'm going to sneak through here. So nice to see all these new faces and some old faces and some new old faces. Yeah, here. Well, let's get up on this and see how the microphone works. Check, check, check. Oh, very good. Good afternoon. Just like church. Well, it's good to see so many gathered here on the church lawn on this beautiful fall day. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I served as pastor up here until 1970, just 9 short years ago, when my wife and I received a call down to the cities. Yeah, that's exciting. Now, I am honored to be invited back for this special centennial celebration, and I understand there's another special occasion happening here tonight. We have Sherm and Goldine Wissink celebrating their 54th wedding anniversary. Oh, and look, Beverly Barsness is here. Yeah, I believe you played every single wedding and funeral during my tenure here. Oh, and now I understand you are tickling the ivories for your fellow residents over at the Eventide Senior Home in Fargo. How nice. Oh, and look, all 5 Herman boys made it home for this special day. Yeah, how nice. Well, I hope you brought your appetites. The ladies are promised quite a feast. Oh, and Lorraine, I hope you brought your famous beads. Toot toot, yeah.
Hey, Pastor!
What was that?
Pastor, down here in the kitchen. Can you hear me?
Excuse me. Yeah, Davis Gilmerson, is that you?
Hey, Pastor. How's life down in the cities?
Well, not bad at all, yeah.
Hey, Pastor, I got an extension cord here.
What?
You think you could plug in that coffee pot?
Sure.
I'll do that, Pastor.
Oh, thank you, Barb.
Hey, Miss Gilmerson, get down from there now.
Okay, who's up there? Who's up there?
Mrs. Newsstand, is that you?
Pastor, is our living breeze? Pastor, see, Karen, we should probably start serving before the jello melts into the scalloped potatoes, huh?
I'll decide we start serving. Karen, we should probably start serving before the jello melts in the scalloped potatoes.
Just sit there.
Just say this. I'm see about
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Pastor, I am so sorry.
No harm done, Beverly.
I told the twins to put the ball away. They just don't listen. Hey, boys. Hey, stop climbing at Mr. Gilmerson.
Don't worry, Beverly. Katie can watch her brothers.
Wow, poor children. She must be busy.
Oh,
my goodness. Well, one of your grandchildren certainly has a good arm, huh?
Oh, yeah, their grandpa would have been proud.
Oh, I bet.
We should probably get started here. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Karen Liscard Engelson, and I am the president of the Church Council. Welcome to our centennial celebration. Oh, I'm sure many of you will have stories to share as we celebrate our history together. But first, Pastor, would you be so kind as to lead us in song?
Oh, Vivian, it's time for table race.
Sorry, real good.
How about a little something by the Bee Gees?
The Who? No, not the Who. No, the Bee Gees. It's disco.
Of course, I am kidding. How about Be Present? Are you still a Strengthened for Thy Service Bee congregation or Feast in
Well, we're
Paradise?
strengthened for service, Pastor.
Oh, very well. Feel free to join me. Be present at our table, Lord. Be here and everywhere, our Lord. These mercies bless and grant that we may strengthened for Thy service be. Amen. memory of the very first week in history. So if I were to stand here and croon a verse about how God in 7 days begat the universe, you'd say this is most certainly true, but it's something you already knew. However, part of the story remains yet untold. He didn't just stop at day 7. Here's what happened next. It's a joy to behold, and it's why every day I thank On the 8th day, God created the church basement lady. From Monday through Saturday, he gave it his best. But after he had a day to get some rest, on the 8th day, God created the church basement lady. And from the strongest steel, the die was cast. In my humble opinion, when God was building his dominion, clearly he saved the best for last.
On the 8th day, God created the church basement. She knew how to mix the battle right to the lace. She knew how to fix a flash. She knew her place. On the 8th day, God created the church basement lady. And from the start, she kept her standards high. So we now celebrate her and do our best to emulate her. Nobody's perfect, but we try.
Church basement ladies, roll call.
Karen, the youngest and mother of one. At home or right here, I have rules of fun. Mavis, I fixed all except for the food. A farm wife and mother to a widower's brood. Vivian the heaviest. The burdens is mine to supervise and keep the other ladies in line. One of life's greatest joys and a cause for elation. A church basement lady, much
Since that great day, God created more church basement ladies. He deftly designed them all with exquisite care, and now you will find them almost everywhere. Church basement ladies! Just look at them!
We say we're elated, we're
Church basement ladies!
proud members of this sweet sorority.
Sweet sorority!
Though we're fond of our misters, when we're here with our solar sisters, we know we're where we're meant to be. Here with our basement
Pastor, it is so good to have you back. I'm just sorry your wife couldn't be here.
Yes, Pastor, how is your new wife?
They have been married for 19 years already.
Well, she sends her greetings. Not much has changed around here since I left.
Oh no, Pastor. much has changed. Oh, can I get you a cup of coffee, Pastor?
Well, no, I can get it myself. Are the cups still in the same place?
No, Pastor, no, you sit. Let us do it. Fresh egg coffee coming up.
Oh, make it through, dear.
But I cannot remember the last time we had a pastor down here in the kitchen. You know, the circuit pastor's always in and out, so quick.
So how long has it been since you've had a full-time pastor?
Oh, since before the twins were born. Camille, I'm sorry, they can't seem to leave your Gilmer alone today.
That's all right, he can take it. He married me, didn't he?
Oh, my.
Yeah, he always bounces back. Yeah, you know, he's like one of those weebles that your kids play with.
Well, say, what's a weeblow?
Weeble. It's an egg person. Yeah.
Why on earth would anyone want to play with an egg person?
Because they wobble, but they don't fall down.
I know what that's like.
Well, first female president of the church council, you still find time to make the best egg coffee.
Pastor, she's a weevil.
What?
An egg person. It's an egg person. It's a yolk.
Well, with the decline in membership in recent years, you know, we've all had to wear a variety of hats. Yeah, pastor, head usher, at your service. Although the widow Snewstad doesn't approve. She doesn't think a church basement lady should be passing the plate.
Even though the Lutheran Church has been ordaining women pastors for 3 years already.
Let your women keep silent in the church. 1 Corinthians 14:34.
When there is a change in the priesthood, there is necessarily a change in the law as well. Hebrews 7:12.
Stand firm and hold to the traditions you were taught. 2 Thessalonians 2:15.
The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. Oh. 2 Corinthians 5:17.
And blessed are the cracked, for they shall let in the light. Groucho Marx, 1950.
Just like old times.
Yeah, emphasis on the old. Oh dear, when did this show up?
What is it?
Arlene Jesperson's twice-baked brown stuff.
How did that get in with all the edible food?
Well, Arlene may not be the best cook, but you know, her heart's in the right place. Yeah, and she has been a real asset to the choir, you know, since she went through the change and turned into a baritone.
Say, don't you remember the first time she brought something for a church function?
Well, I do. Yeah, it was a Saturday, December 14th, 1957.
That was 22 years ago.
Pastor, your first wife, she was still with us.
Yeah, it was back when we were still doing the Sunday School Christmas program. Yeah, we were having a warm spell that year, and some of us were feeling it more than others.
Yeah, I remember that day, Mom. You were standing there at the stove, stirring something as usual.
And you were playing Mary.
Oh, yeah,
as usual.
Pastor, you came down to get a cup of coffee.
As usual.
Oh, and I was sitting here.
As usual.
The Mavis came barreling through the fellowship hall, as usual.
Yeah. You know what? I think I was wearing this very same dress. Yeah. The year of our Lord, 1957. Then you crack an egg into the grounds and you give it a stir. Yeah, as it cooks, all the bad stuff gets pushed to the bottom.
Oh, it's hot here.
Well, it is warm for December.
It's not working.
There's a trick to it. In order to get the front burner to light, you have to have the back burner on. I'm sorry, am I boring you?
Mom!
Sassy.
Oh, I cannot wait till you have a daughter of your own.
I'm never having kids.
Well, we got another one. Whoa, sorry.
Well, just call me Sputnik. Because you almost launched me into orbit.
I don't follow baseball.
Well, that looks like something that should be launched into orbit. What is it?
Well, it's a hot dish. Yeah, some gal named Arlene Jesperson brought it.
Arlene who?
Jesperson!
Yeah, I can hear you. Who's Arlene Jesperson?
She and her husband just bought the Johnson farm from the Torkelsons.
Oh, that farm change has had so many times to make your head spin.
Whose farm?
Oh, the Johnsons. Owen. Yeah, see, they originally homesteaded the place back in 1865, but they weren't cut out for farming, so they sold it to the Bergstroms, who stayed on until 26 when their barn burned and they lost everything. Now, they sold it to the Johnsons Ian from North Dakota, who lost it in 31. Now, the Olsons, 2 S's, bought it from the bank a few years later, and then sold it to the Torkelsons when they moved into town, who just sold it to the Jespersons. But we still call it the Johnson Farm, after the Johnsons, Owen, who originally homesteaded the place. Yep.
So which one brought the hot dish?
Arlene Jesperson.
She and her husband bought the Johnson farm, O.N., named for the family who originally homesteaded the place.
Oh, that girl.
Well, her hot dish looks delicious, don't you think, Vivian? I will leave you ladies to it. And Beverly, I will see you upstairs for program practice later this afternoon.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Yep.
right now. Ladies, I think it's about time we learn something more about this Arlene Jesperson, huh?
What do you mean?
Oh, Beverly, listen and learn. You want to be a church basement lady someday, you gotta pay attention, because you can learn a lot about a lady by the way she bakes pies and cakes.
Bad mistakes.
The dishes she will frequently present with pride make your first impression completer, but it doesn't stop there. You can learn a lot about a lady by her fashion flair. What she'll wear.
Look, my hair.
Oh, what about a lady maybe verified without ever having to meet her? Oh, come here, little belly. A sensible gal or femme fatale, just who she is shall be clear. Make sure you don't miss helpful hints like this.
Beverly, will you assist me, my dear?
Even from the way she builds a coffee pot, about a lady you can learn a lot. So, doctor, what's the prognosis?
Examinations, doctor.
Oh no, doctor, what do you hear?
I hear mold growing.
Oh.
Take a step, thermometer.
Oh, lukewarm, she must use an electric stove.
I'm bagging in their forceps. Bag glass. Stand back, I'm going in.
You're so
Some potatoes. Ooh, there's powdered milk. Margarine. Uh-oh, what's that?
Or whatever it is, it's got wings.
Oh, no.
So even before you meet, you'll score some very important stats. From them you will see what's her cup of tea.
Apparently she has cats.
In the panel scat, hang in there, hot dish. Yes, every clue reveals to you her why and her who and such.
I'm calling it.
Time of demise, 124. Better run to at least make it till Christmas. From the signs, we're sure you'll someday learn to spot. About a lady you can learn a lot.
Or not.
About a lady you can learn a lot.
Accidentally dropped that, man.
About a lady, learn a lot about a lady. About a lady, learn a lot.
I was instructed to tell you that there's still plenty of food, so don't be shy. And I understand Arlene brought one of her special creations. Yum. So please feel free to go back and help yourself a second.
I'm sure Luke remembers to tell them about the
Bring
cookbook.
some.
Oh, I can tell them. Hey, Pastor, down here. Woo-hoo.
Yeah?
Yeah, could you be sure and tell them about the cookbook?
Oh, right, yes, the cookbook. Now, many of the recipes from today's potluck can be found in the Centennial Cookbook, which was put together by the ladies of the church over the course of this last year.
Oh, Pastor, I am so sorry.
Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'll just give this back to the kids.
Oh, no, if you could just hide it somewhere, just don't give it back. Thank you. Okay,
By the way, the cookbook also has a section on the history of the church, compiled by Mavis Gilmer.
we got 200 of these babies. I don't want to get stuck storing them in my granary.
I cannot believe that we started working on that cookbook over a year ago. You know, it seems like only yesterday.
I know. I think I was wearing the same dress. The year of our Lord, 1978. Okay, I'm almost afraid to ask, but what recipes did Mavis submit? Huh?
How to change a tire, how to make a leg splint, a homemade hoof bolt is good for horses and pigs, and here's one for homemade fly poison.
She makes good fly poison. Glorified hamburger with Parmesan cheese. That sounds Catholic. Chop suey.
That was said by the missionaries.
Oh, chili powder. Honestly, folks around here work hard for a living. They don't need to be up all night with heartburn.
Vivian, you can't dismiss them all. You know, we do need some recipes for the Centennial Cookbook.
Wait a minute now. Here's a nice meat and potatoes recipe. Oscar likes meat and potatoes. Put that in.
Escalloped beef. Yeah. Oh, did you notice who submitted it?
Never mind.
More recipes have come in. Who knew putting together a cookbook would be so much work?
I know.
Well, how are we going to decide which ones to use?
You see this bottle belonging to Arlene Jesperson? We won't be using those.
Oh, and she submitted her recipe for mince. Yeah, the grandkids like to use them for hockey practice.
Oh, yeah, when they should be in Sunday school.
It's not their fault. They're the only ones in Sunday school.
Remind me of my next baby in a test tube.
You know, I'm so glad they came up with a more modest way for Lutherans to have children. Though we generally prefer smaller families.
Hey, I can't help it the last time I had twins.
Well, no.
I'm sorry, I'm so grumpy today. It's just... Katie found some scissors in the Sunday school cabinet and decided to try and feather her hair.
Oh.
Yeah, she said she wanted wings. And then I got upset. She told me she hates me.
Oh, honey, come here.
I have just got my wits end with her, you know? And she is just so stubborn and headstrong and too smart for her own good. I mean, I try so hard to be a good mother. And then she said, I hate you, Mommy. I mean, do you think she really hates me? I don't want her to hate me.
Karen, sound familiar?
What do you mean?
1952.
I'm sorry I'm so grumpy. It's just, well, Beverly found a pair of scissors in the Sunday school cabinet and decided that she wanted Mamie Eisenhower bangs. So when I got upset, she told me she hates me. Oh, I am at my wit's end with her. She is just so stubborn and headstrong and too smart for her own good. I tried so hard to be a good mother. And then she says, I hate you, Mommy. Do you think she really hates me? I don't want her to hate me. But you turned out all right. Don't you worry. Oh, everything is going to be just fine. Oh dear. What is this? Please tell me that's chocolate. Having one of those days, huh?
Yeah! I feel like I'm in the middle of an I Love Lucy episode. You know, like the one where she's trying to stuff all the chocolates in her mouth and she just can't keep up? I'm afraid Ricky Ricardo's gonna Beverly, your children are driving me crazy.
Babaloo, your children are driving me crazy. For she's an atomic bomb, she's a 24-hour mom. Welcome to the Coromica. Featuring another question tonight, expect another of three, Beverly, Engels, and Howie. Now, that's a lot of keys for Babaloo.
Under sun, mother's work is never done. Tending to her busy flock keeps her moving around the clock. Nothing goes before Baloo, cleaning up the puke and poo. Take a breather, not a chance. It's a never-ending dance. The 24-hour mambo, you never get a break. The 24-hour mambo, you fight to stay awake. Late at night, a crack of dawn, it goes on and on and on. Let me turn over a clock. The 24-hour mambo. 24-hour mambo. Questions rack you constantly. Wonder what that smell could be. Where the body's nylons go, why the toilet overflow. Could this day get any worse? Who put butter in your purse? Move your shoulders on your feet to the beat that leads you beat. The 24-hour mambo, you sweat and swallow and sweet. The 24-hour mambo, do everything but sleep. Any mother surely would slow the tempo if she could. On the dance of motherhood. The 24-hour mambo. 24-hour mambo. Oh, she's looking. Maybe it's time. Wait, I'm fine. Every day is laundry day. 24-hour mambo. Washing, try and put away. 24-hour mambo. Need to feed the family. 24-hour mambo. Also be the referee. 24-hour mambo. In spite of all of this, the 24-hour mambo is 50 kinds of bliss. It's what life is all about, and I'll always be, no doubt, grateful I did not sit out the 24-hour mambo. It's what life is all about, and will always be, no doubt, grateful he did not sit out the 24-hour mambo. Well, I did it.
Of course you did.
Did what?
I have gone through this entire box of records and have compiled the complete history of our church.
Oh, wonderful. Let me see it.
You can't see
What do
it.
you mean? My grandparents gave the land for the church. My mother was baptized here. I was baptized here. My husband is in that cemetery alongside of our ancestors. And one day, not too long from now, when I call home to the kingdom, I'm going to say, scooch over, I'm coming in. So, let me see it.
I don't have it.
What do you mean you don't have it? Where is it?
Well, it's up here.
Ah, that's a comfort. The entire history of our church is stashed away in the noggin of a post-menopausal farm woman.
I thought we were gonna put it in the cookbook.
We are. Here's the thing.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so I went through all the records. I sorted them all out in my head. But as soon as I pick up a pencil, nothing.
Well, how about if I type while you recite? Would that help?
Oh, yeah, let's give her a try.
Give me a minute to get set up here. Alrighty, the
a congregation under the Hauge Synod. Oh, by the way, Hans Nielsen Hauge is a distant relative of your in-laws, Beverly.
I didn't know that.
I do.
Founding members included the Knucklebees, that's Vivian's kin, the Lisgards, that's your kin, and the Bjornsons.
Oh, Willie's family?
Yeah, we've had a Bjornson as the janitor here all the way up till 1965. You know, when Willie passed away. Yeah, they're the only ones who really know how things work around here.
Hey, Oscar does all right.
Oh, you're right, Vivian. Oscar does all right.
How come you never married him, Vivian?
I had a husband.
Oh, keep it up, keep it up. All right, where was I?
Founding members, yeah, and you can speak at a normal pace.
All right. The congregation rented farmhouses until 1882 when they built a one-room church on land donated by Vivian's grandparents.
Hey, this must be a picture of the founding members. Look.
Yeah, there's my great-grandma and grandpa, and the Bjornsons. Vivian, these must be your grandparents.
Vivian, your grandma looks just like you.
Oh, yeah, she does.
What was she like?
Well, she was dutiful and traditional, and oh, she was tough, strong, you know, and opinionated.
So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree then.
I have nothing like that.
All right, 1884, a Sunday school was organized.
Norwegian.
Yes. English didn't become the official language of the church till 1924.
Why not?
My guess, Vivian's grandmother put her foot down.
Oh.
Boy, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall the day that subject was brought up. The year of our Lord, 1897.
So, Mother, it came up at church council that maybe we should conduct the services in English. So, no.
That was the end of that. Oh, but you know, later that same year, the congregation split.
Why?
Well, some of the founding members wanted to leave the Hauge Synod, but someone put their foot down. Boy, I wish I could have been a fly on the wall that day.
So, Mother, I was wondering if we should join the Lutheran Free Church with the others. So, no.
That was the end of that. You know, sometimes I wonder if our congregation hadn't split way back then, we'd still be in the fix we're in today. Well, I guess we'll never know, huh?
Hey, Miss, how do you remember all this?
Well, I don't know. I just grew up. You know, my poor brain cannot retain the sense to come in from the rain, but I never let that make me glum. My poor head is prone to shed whatever it was you just said. I'm about as scattered as they come. At first I found it futile to keep the blues at bay, but now I know my noodle just works a different way. So, if you should ask, do I recall who married whom and when and all? The coldest spring, the warmest fall. Yet one thing I do, and do I know the time and date when who was born, what was their weight? Won't even have to estimate. Yet one thing I do, I'm halfway to the booby hatch. Where did I put my keys? And half the time my shoes don't match. Does that upset me, please? An X-ray would no doubt reveal a trap of perforated steel. Do I think that's a real good deal? Yep, I think I do. Yep, I think I, yep, I think I, yep, I think I do. Whoa, whoa, all right, there, okay. Woof, stories. Oh, my word.
I think you do.
My cranium's a catalog of who's and where's and whys, of nuggets that a normal noggin wouldn't memorize. I ask my brain obeys. My memory rolls back away.
So you remember olden days.
Yes! Ha! Yep, I think I do. Ready? On a one, on a two. Say, Beverly, I don't know if you remember when I was going through the change a few years back. Sort of camped out in the freezer for a while. Whoopsie. Of all the many memories that bounce around my being, my favorite I can choose with ease. Here, let me paint the scene. The afternoon when I was wed, when do you take this man, was red. I looked my Gilmer in his eye and said, yep, I think I do. Yep, I think I do. Yep, I think I do. Yep, I think I
I was told to remind you all to sign the guest book. And if you have stories you'd like to share, please tell them to Mavis. I'm sure she'll remember them all. Of course, if those stories are about me, be kind.
Hey, boys! Hey, get off the dessert table!
Well, when I first received my call here, I was fresh out of seminary, still a little wet behind the ears. But it was an exciting time for this church. As a people of faith, we knew the war would be over soon. Our young GIs would be coming home, and our church family was going to explode. So we dug out a new kitchen so we'd be ready. Well, that brought with it some new members barreling through our door. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Year of our Lord, 1944.
Hello, kitchen. Oh, hi, Pastor. Yeah, we just finished setting up the new kitchen. Yeah, you should come down and take a look. Okay.
What have you done?
I labeled the cupboards.
You did what?
Yeah, I labeled the cupboards. Yeah, I know they label the cupboards over at the Catholic Church. I thought it would make things easier so people would know where things go.
I know where things go.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Snoozer.
Vivian, call me Vivian. You're a married woman now.
I'm sorry, Vivian. I can tell you
Women, stop. Women, stop. Women, stop. Are you done? You know, it's fine. Some may not know where things go, so let's leave it. Don't you suppose? You know, for now, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Oh, hey there. I understand you may be looking for some help in your new kitchen. Whoa, someone's got a bun in the oven. Well, hello in there, little one. Well, you let me know if you feel it start coming. I birthed a lot of calves.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Carl Lisgard. Oh, Engelson. I just got married.
Just married.
Oh, no, I'm just married. I got married last year. I've been married for almost a year.
Oh, no, you don't explain anything to me. I mean, sometimes they do buy the cow.
This is the widow's newsstand. Mrs. Newstead, Vivian. Oh, Vivian, Newstead.
Hello there, widow Vivian, Mrs. Newstead. I'm Mavis, reporting for duty. So is she hard of hearing then, or just sort of, yeah, because I'm here to help. I'm real good at scrubbing pots and peeling potatoes, so anything I can do to help.
Ladies, I just came down to look at the kitchen. I'm just looking around, see how things are. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? It's very nice. Oh, and look, you even labeled the cupboards. That's very nice.
Oh, thank you, Pastor. We thought that was a good idea.
Mavis, this is our new
Oh,
pastor.
yeah, Pastor Gunderson and I have met. Yeah, hello. Yes.
Mavis, I see you found your way.
Yes.
How wonderful. Yeah, my wife encouraged Mavis to come down here to see if she could be of any assistance helping to set up the new kitchen. Like I said, everything looks great, but I gotta go. Yeah, there's so many things I gotta do. The things I gotta do, so many of them.
Stir.
Oh, so what do you think, boy or girl?
Oh, my husband wants a girl, but I'm hoping for a boy.
Oh.
1979.
Mom never told me she wanted me to be a boy.
Yeah, well, it was 1944. There were more options for boys. I mean, they could be pastors or presidents.
Probably not my boys.
Yeah, probably not. Sorry. I mean, it wasn't very long ago in this very congregation that all the women and children had to sit on one side of the aisle while all the men sat together on the other. Of course, that was just so the men could spit easier. But you know, they didn't actually start sitting together till 1920.
Huh. Oh, now let me guess, the subject had come up earlier?
Oh, Father, it came up at council that maybe the women and men could start sitting together in church. So? No.
And that was the end of that?
Pretty much, yeah.
So, when did Vivian let you start helping in the kitchen?
Boy, it took a while. But then you know something happened on the day of your baptism.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was wearing the same dress.
So you just crack an egg in with the grounds and give it a stir.
Oh, this stupid stove. And on the day of my daughter's baptism. Oh, Beverly, sweetheart, are you doing all right?
She is perfect. Look at that face. Yeah, we're fine. You go back to work. Yeah. Oh, say, Mrs. Snoostad, what can I do to help?
Nothing.
Well, ladies, I just came down to see if I could get a cup of Vivian's Good Egg Coffee before the service.
Yes, there's
Oh,
a lot of pepper.
Big day for you, isn't it, little one?
Sure
Oh,
is.
look
We're
at
gonna
her.
Pastor, but oh, this stove is tricky. I cannot seem to get it to work.
Well, here, let me take a look then. Okay, so we turn this doohickey. You know, moves the thing, move on.
Say, Pastor, you think maybe I could just take a little look at that?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, say, Mrs. Snoostad, will you hold baby Beverly? It's not like I'm asking you to storm the beach at Normandy. It's just... Well, you know what? This front burner won't light unless you got the back burner on. You know, she might be a little tricky, but my guess is once we figure out how she works, she'll really cook for you.
Now, Mavis, you are a godsend.
Oh, no, Pastor, I'm a farmer.
So, Mavis, you think you got a handle on the old gal?
Yep. Yep, I think I do.
Of course, there's no rush, but if you could just stack your plates in the tubs when you're done. Oh, and you can pick up your empty hot dish dishes down in the kitchen. Unless, of course, you'd rather take them home and wash them yourselves.
Oh, hey, boys. Hey, boys, please don't throw that. Look out, Pastor!
We're making some eyes for that, Pastor.
Quite a curveball, huh? Kid's got an arm like Bert Blyleven.
Yeah. Who knew a 7-layer bar could pack such a punch, huh?
I know.
I am so sorry, Pastor. Oh, the twins are such a handful today.
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I'm a macho man.
Well, you know, that's the village people, huh?
The who?
Oh, no. No. Not the who. No, the village people.
Are they from Wisconsin?
Yep.
And I should probably get the program started. Are you sure you're all right, Pastor?
Oh, you'll be fine. I'll watch him. Make sure he doesn't have a concussion.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, I've got to hustle.
Oh, that's one of the dances the kids are doing. I know that one. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's a disco, terrible business. Pastor,
Yeah?
how are you doing here?
Well,
You know, Oscar had a concussion.
no.
Yeah, it was a goofy deal, you know. He was over at my house and we were, having some sandwiches. And he dropped his pickle. You're picturing it right now, aren't you? Anyways, he dropped his pickle. He bent over to pick it up and he hit his head on the kitchen table, knocked himself out cold. And I thought, heavens to Betsy, did I kill another one?
So you and Oscar are still keeping company then?
Oh yeah, he comes by now and again for supper. Yeah, we don't really do lunch anymore.
Do I hear wedding bell?
Oh no, I had a husband, yeah.
So how are you holding up? I know this church means a lot to you.
Well, I don't need to talk about that, no.
Oh, no. This is part of your history. I mean, this is your history, huh? I wouldn't be surprised if you had strong feelings.
Feelings? We're Lutheran.
let me say again how wonderful it has been to have all of you here today. But today is not just a celebration of our past. Today is a send-off to our future, a new future. As most of you know, after much discussion and a great deal of prayer, at a special congregational meeting this past spring, the congregation voted to disband the church. The decision was a long time in coming and not an easy one to make. Many of you will recall that difficult day.
So then you just crack an egg in with the grounds and give it a stir.
It's no use, Mary. I'll leave the cooking to you.
Okay.
The cleaning.
Well, today's the day.
Today's the day.
Fate of my church is going to be decided by a few slips of paper dropped into a shoebox.
It's come to be a must.
You don't understand how we got here.
Oh, Vivian, yes you do. Our congregation is dropping like flies, what with all the families leaving the area and moving to town.
Yeah, but even the kids that want to can't afford to take over their family farm.
We just can't support the church anymore. Well, you know that last month we had to take up a separate collection just to pay the electric bill. Someday we're gonna need a new roof.
Everyone would have just given their 10%.
Now, is that 10% of your gross earnings or your net?
Well, that depends. You want a gross blessing or a net blessing? Oh, Vivian, this has been coming for a while.
I know, but do we have to vote today? I mean, can't it wait a bit, you know? Maybe till after Christmas?
If we wait much longer, there won't be anyone left to vote.
So we mind that a bit. You know, I was going to have my funeral here.
Well. Still could. I mean, we wouldn't close for a couple months, right?
Mrs. Newstad, you know, I'm disappointed too. You know, I wanted to see my kids confirmed here.
And the Swedson girl wanted to have a wedding here next spring. But Vivian, there is just no point in dragging this out.
Yeah, the council wants to close with dignity and grace, thoughtfully, strategically.
Stop it, please.
And they'll help everyone find other churches.
Stop it. Stop talking about strategy in other churches. Huh? This is my church. It's my church. My church doesn't need to be strategic. Hmm? For heaven's sake, honestly, now the stupid stove.
Oh, let me help you. There's a trick to it.
I know there's a trick to it, Beverly. I've been lighting the same stove every day of my life for the past 35 years. During the blizzard of 1950, I walked through 2 feet of snow to light the stove. And the day that our president was shot, I came here. I lit the stove. The day that I called home to meet my maker, I plan on stopping here on my way to heaven to light the stove. So, if you don't mind, I know there's a trick to it. Oh, Beverly, I'm so sorry. I'm just so angry. You know, and I'm scared. Oh, I feel sick. I just feel sick in my gut. I mean, we could have gone another 10 years, couldn't we? I just don't understand why someone's not doing something, you know? I mean, why isn't the younger generation standing up and saying, this is our heritage? I just don't know why nobody's fighting, you know, fighting to save this. I mean, all of this. I just think someone needs to do, you know, something.
Okay. Real good.
All right.
And so, today is our last potluck supper. But today is not a day for sorrow. Today is a day for rejoicing. For we have had 100 wonderful years together as a congregation. This has been a place where sins have been confessed and forgiven, where people have been confirmed and married. And although we may not go onward as a congregation, we will survive as a church, for we are the church.
First I was afraid, I'm mortified. Was there some solution out there that we could have tried? I can't bear to watch this happen to this special, blessed place. This might be the toughest challenge that we've ever had to face. Oh, and maybe I can contrive some way to keep my friends and family's church alive. Time to block out all distractions. Time to focus. Time to pray. Time to put my faith in action. Time to somehow find a Come heck or high water, nothing can stop this farmer's daughter. If anyone can think of a plan, this gal can. Yes, you can. Why can't she? Yes, she wants to. Yes, you can. Feels like my spirit's on fire. Feels like I got it engaged.
a cold, wet morning. My name is Carmen Scott Engelson, and I am the president of the Church Council. I'd like to welcome all of you to this public auction of various church items. As you can see, we have things divided in kind. Kitchen supplies, Sunday school supplies, linens, oh, and of course, we have a rather large pile of scrap lumber. If you are interested, please see Oscar, our janitor, and he will help you load it into your pickup. Oh, we also have a light lunch available for purchase for only $1. And now I'd like to introduce today's auctioneer, Clive Falk, from Clive's Auction House in Hillsborough, North Dakota.
Well, howdy folks, we're going to start the auction here this morning with this church-shaped donation bank. Yeah, got the name of your church inscribed there right on the side. Would you look at that? That's got to be worth something. All right, well, let's start the bidding at $10. What do you say? Here we go. Hey, a little $10 bid, $10, get a little $10 bid, hum, hey, a little $15, anybody $15 bid, hum, hey, a little $20, anybody $20, get a little $20 bid, hum, hey, a little $25, hum, how much for a memory? Hey, a little $30, anybody $30, get a little $30 bid, hum, hey, a little $35, anybody $35 bid, hum, hey, a little $40, anybody $40, get a little $40 bid, hum, hey, a little $45, hum, how much for your history? 50, hum, 55, hum, 60, hum, 65, 65, 65, anybody, going once, going twice, so low, Arlene Jesperson for $16.
I can't watch any more of that.
I can't believe someone just paid $60 for a plastic Sunday school birthday bag.
Yeah, well, the way that auctioneer was rattling on out there, I don't think those folks cared what they were bidding on. Honestly, he was getting those folks so riled up that those nice, quiet Norwegian Lutherans were out there raising their arms and shouting out like they were at an old-fashioned tent revival meeting. I mean, I almost shouted, "Hallelujah!" It's not natural. But all I know is those nice, quiet Norwegian Lutherans out there are bidding as if the money were burning a hole in their pocket. You know, it is too bad that they didn't feel that way when we were passing the collection plate on Sundays. You know, maybe then we wouldn't be in this pickle. I'm sorry, this is harder than I thought it would be.
There are children riding horsey on the gravestones.
Hey, boys! Hey, boys, get off the
The
gravestone!
cemetery board didn't vote to put a lock on that gate is beyond me. Yeah?
Boys, I mean it!
Well, they just find a way to climb over it. You know, Mike Gilmer says those cemetery board meetings are really just an excuse for all our men to get together and eat some of Oscar's sour cream pie.
That's my recipe.
Yeah, that pie is all Harry could talk about after Dad took him to his first meeting. Oh, hey, can I help you with those?
Oh, yeah. Nice, thank you. Beverly? Careful, that's a new pair.
So, who'll be in charge of the cemetery now?
Well, the cemetery board and the church are separate, so I imagine it will be business as usual for them.
Oh, see, we they'll still get together once a year just to eat Vivian's pie.
Well, you know, I can just imagine those cemetery board meetings. Yeah, all our men, Oscar, Elroy, Mike Gilmer, your Harry, just, you know, sitting around, jabbering away. Suppose.
Adjourned.
You know, on second thought, our men really don't have much to say, do they? Yeah, which works for me.
Say, I'm gonna give you that pie recipe.
Oh, I love that, Vivian. I'm sure Harry would too.
This auction must be hard for you, Vivian. How are you holding up?
Well, Oscar proposed.
Propose what? You mean propose? Why?
Today, why today?
Well, I figured since I didn't have my duties here, that
Oh, you'd have time for other more wifely duties elsewhere. Vivian and Oscar sitting in a tree. Kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage. Vivian's too old for a baby carriage. Mavis! And?
And what?
What'd you tell him?
Well, I always tell them.
I had a husband.
Vivian!
That chapter's closed now.
Well, maybe it is time for a new chapter, you know, for all of us.
I'm too old to be a bride, for heaven's sake.
Oh. Put off your old nature, which belongs to your former manner of life, and put on a new nature. Ephesians 4:22.
An aged woman should be sober, temperate, and grave.
Titus 2:4.
They shall still bring forth fruit in old age. They shall be full of sap and very green. Psalms 92.
Make me to know the measure of my day, so I may know how frail I am. Psalms 39.
Use it or lose it. Mavis Gilmerson, 1979. Oh, come on, Vivian. He's been hanging around you for 10 years already. And he can drive at night.
Do you have a box to carry or a lock to split somewhere?
Yes, you do. There are 2 boxes of Bibles out in the fellowship hall. You need to take those outside and fly.
Fine, but we're not done here.
Hello, kitchen. Vivian, it's for you.
All right.
Hey, this is how he...
Yeah.
Would you come give me a hand with these boxes?
Sure, here. Kitchen, Vivian. Hot dish? It's me, Noodles. Say they've got 2 boxes of Bibles up for auction. I want you to get on them both. Yeah, all right, over and out, eat.
Vivian, what are you?
Well, this was just handed to me, so next up, I guess we got 2 boxes of brand new Sunday School Bibles, never been used, published by Augsburg Publishing House, and oh, would you look at that? Full color pictures. Yeah, that's got to be worth something, huh? Well, let's start the bidding at $10. What do you say? Here we go. $10, $10, $10, $10, $10, $10,
cash available to settle final accounts.
Has anybody been on that painting in the lounge?
Oh, you mean the one where the Vikings are being converted to Christianity? Not yet, but I'm sure Arlene Jesperson will. Oh, she is bidding on everything. Honestly, she is so worked up. You can see the little hairs on her chin just standing out. I'm sorry, I don't feel like being polite. I am in charge of selling off the church. Your heritage, my heritage. Forgive me if I'm a little sassy. I think I've earned it. Vivian, you seem to be handling all this quite well.
Well, it is what it is.
Is she, Vivian? Vivian Snewstead, you sneaky little thing.
Is everything all right?
Oh, I was out there just now in a fierce bidding war with Arlene Jesperson. Yeah, we were battling it out with that big brass advent candelabra. You know, the one with the fingerlies dangling from it.
Yeah, didn't she donate that?
Well, that doesn't mean she can just have it back. I mean, she has to bid on it, just like everybody else.
I remember the first time she brought that thing in here. She waltzes in all puffed up like a canary and pops it down in front of me.
Yeah, I had just come home from college. So I'm just sitting there in biology class, and I look over, and guess who's sitting right next to me?
Harry Hauge.
There's young man.
Oh, hello, dear. Home from college, I see. Isn't college groovy? Don't you just love the cities?
City.
Oh, and look at what I just won. Me, Arlene Jesperson, a winner. Can you believe it? I was at the Farmers Union for a game of progressive rook, and I won this. It is an advent candelabra. Have you ever seen such a thing? I'm going to go ask Pastor if I can donate it to the church right now. I always wanted to donate something grand, yes. Oh my goodness, look at me. I'm all covered in cat hair. Oh dear. Well, Vivian, let me know how many hot dish you want me to bring for Circle next week. Yes, hot dish, la la. Oops, I forgot something. Mavis, I'm getting as bad as you.
Anyway, I decided I didn't want the candelabra after all. So, I started chatting with Oscar. You know, just wondering out loud if maybe we shouldn't keep some of that scrap lumber, you know, so we could board up the church later this afternoon. And he said there'd be no need, as his little girlfriend, Vivian Snewstead over here, has made arrangements to buy the church. What?
Vivian, how can you afford to do that?
She sold her land, all of it. What? Yeah, some fellow who's snapping up land like crazy to plant sugar beets. And then she bought a couple of acres right outside of town there and set up a trust. And they're gonna move the church there and build some sort of historical site. And Oscar seemed surprised that I knew nothing.
I didn't know that land. And besides, I was going to leave everything to Billy Graham. Oh, even though he's not Luther. And you know, the day of the vote, I got to thinking. 'Cause this gal's not gonna sit on her dump when there's work to be done. Enough is enough is enough is enough, and she won't cut and run. Come back or high water, nothing can stop this farmer's daughter. If anyone could think of it. You know, it says right there in it to those in need. And I want the Swenson girl to have her wedding. Besides, I will not sit quietly by while a band of gypsies moves in and uses my church as their heathen house.
So what are they gonna do with it?
Well, I'm gonna pick it up, put it on the back of a truck, and move it. I'm not picking it up, somebody can pick it up.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Wow, Vivian's newsstand, you never cease to amaze me. Hello, kitchen. Yeah, Vivian's here. Keeping secrets from the rest of us.
Yes, Vivian. Hot dish. Yeah, it's me. Doodly doodly doo. No, we don't want that. Don't bid on that. No, we should have, no. All right, over in 40.
Wait, so that's what you've been up to. You're the one who's been bidding on everything.
Well, actually, Arlene has. On my behalf. I just can't bear the thought of an empty church.
Are they gonna dig out a basement when they move the church?
What for?
I don't know, this is where you spend all your time.
You want to sit alone by myself in a fake basement for the rest of my life?
Sorry, I just assumed you'd want there to be a basement.
It's not about me. But you know what? I'm going to be so happy to see my church when I'm driving on my way to Red Owl.
Well, wait a minute. If there's not going to be a basement, then how come you're bidding on all the kitchen stuff?
Well, I'm going to donate everything to a new immigrant church in Fargo.
Oh.
I said, if you can move it, you know it's yours. It's going to be so much easier for them to get everything up through the top, so they'll have to wait till the church is gone.
Okay.
Enjoy our stove. There's a little trick to it. The front burner won't light unless you have the back burner on, and you might have to turn the gas on the left rear burner in order for the right burner to catch. She might be a little tricky, but once you know how she works, she'll really cook for you. Sincerely, the church basement lady.
It's okay, don't cry.
Ah, we're crying out loud. All this over a stove.
Oh, it's not the stove, I mean, it is the stove, it's just everything. Mostly I'm just so relieved. I have been feeling so guilty, like I was to blame. We lost the church on my watch. I know it's not my fault, but I feel responsible.
Well, of course you do. You're Norwegian.
item up for bid, and well, here it is. It is a beautiful hand-painted picture depicting Magnus barefoot saving the Vikings in 1093. Well, the Vikes could sure use him now. Well, it's got to be worth something, so let's start the bidding at $10. What do you say? Here we go. Hey, little $10 bid, $10, got a little $10 bid, $10 bid, $10, $10 bid, $10. All righty, folks. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this one-of-a-kind painting. Now, any family would be proud to have it hanging on a wall in their home. So let's try this again, and we'll start the bidding at $5. Here we go. Hey, little $5. Anybody $5? Give me a $5 bid. Anybody $5? $4. 2. Anybody want to bid on a frame? Very nice frame. Scrap lumber. All right. Well, I suppose that about wraps it up. Don't forget to pay the cashier on your way out. And if you're thinking auction, think Clive's Auction House. Big or small, we do them all. Bid it, bid it, bid it, bid it, bid it. That's all, folks.
Boxed up, and I'm just going to count these receipts one last time. Then we've got to get out of here. They're going to start preparations for the move, and church will be out of bounds for a while.
I'm fine.
I did it.
Of course you did.
Did what? I stole the box from the cornerstone. It was Vivian's idea.
What? It was not my idea. I casually mentioned it might be nice to get a look inside before they opened it in public. I didn't expect you to steal it. I never said that's not me.
It's probably just a bunch of old papers and a Bible. I don't know. Vivian seems to think there might be something in here. She doesn't want everyone else to see.
Oh, really? Yeah. Can we open it?
I don't know, this box is pretty old. I think it's rusted shut.
Oh, since when has that ever stopped you? Maybe it's over there. Now, we'd find something to pry it open. We don't have all day.
We sold everything. Maybe I could find something here in the furnace room to bang it against. Oh yeah, here we go. Now. Now. Ow! Oh, I'm all right. Just dropped it on my toe. Good thing I got 7 more. This box is from 1901. The year they built the new church.
You know, I can just imagine the day they first placed this in the cornerstone. It was really a very solemn moment.
So, we put together some things here. We put those things here in this here box here. We're going to put this here box over there. In that there cornerstone. Yeah. So here it goes. Let's eat.
Alrighty, here we go.
Oh no, Vivian, you all right?
I was sprung a leak.
Oh no.
Seriously, this time?
Oh, that was exciting.
Ready? Okay. Bible.
And a lot of old papers. Looks like you were right. Oh, this must be the old record book. Where they keep track of all the marriages and baptisms, things like that.
Well, sure, they want to preserve the early years of the church.
Oh, Vivian, look. Isn't that your parents? Married March 1901? That's neat to see.
Wait a minute. This isn't right. This says I was baptized in 1901. I wasn't born till 1902.
In Monday, January 1901. Looks right to me.
parents weren't married till March. Well, Lars, let it be. Let it be. The Beatles, 1970. How else are you gonna put that all on?
Well, we should put in a picture of us, don't you think? I have my Polaroid super shooter here. Yeah, the grandkids gave it to me last Christmas, and hey, we could put in one of our cookbooks. Yeah, we only have 187 left. Okay, so this is just a point and shoot camera, so we'll count to 3, say cheese, and 2 trays.
Okay, let's see. There's not much left to add in here.
Oh, here! I think it's one of Arlene Jesperson's mints. Yeah, I told you the grandkids like to use them for hockey practice. Maybe it'll be edible in another 100 years.
Yeah, don't that.
Oh, what? It's an old pair.
And the record book. Vivian bounded not to be young, were 1902. There, now no one, you never know.
We're like an official church record. I don't even know you anymore.
Is there anything else?
Uh-oh. Oh, no. What? Oh, Vivian, listen to this.
Oh, no.
I, Olaf Knuckleby, that's your grandfather, isn't it, Vivian? I, Olaf Knuckleby, am writing this letter to confess that I had relations with a Catholic woman, which means my granddaughter Vivian has Catholic relatives.
You does not say that.
You might. It's written in Norwegian.
You are terrible.
What are you trying to do, kill me?
Yeah, not to me. Did it turn out okay?
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I can't wait to see the look on everybody's face when they open the box this afternoon and find a picture of us right on top. I'm gonna go see this backyard yellow portrait. Bum, bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da, bum, bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da.
Beverly? I have something for you. I rescued this from the auction block when no one was looking.
Oh, it's the wooden spoon from above the stove. Mom paddled me with this once.
I remember you were a little sassy. No. My grandfather carved this for my grandmother. And she gave it to me and I brought it here and, well, I want you to have it. To anyone else who would see it, it's simply an old wooden spoon. It's not special or rare. Well, look, it's chipped a bit right there. It's stained in a little rough hewn, and many would never imagine in all their extravagant dreams that something so plain in truth could contain so very much more than there seems. It's absorbed the aromas and flavors of Rumagroot, lovingly stirred. It's conducted chorale sung by church basement gals. It warms without using a word. It's chased away hornets and houseflies, kept church meetings under control. To most, it's a tool. To them, I'm a fool. To me, it's a piece of my soul.
So, Mother, I hope you like it. So, yeah? Yeah.
Just an old wooden spoon, an old wooden spoon. Such memories remain down deep in the grain of an old wooden spoon.
I can't bear the thought of someone using this to stir their instant potatoes. There's history and heft and lots of life left in an old wooden spoon.
I'll treasure this, Vivian.
Oh, well, you know, it's nothing. It's just a spoon.
Okay, well then I'll use it, but not for instant potatoes.
Oh, thank you. I'd appreciate that. Oh, say, you know, maybe sometime this week you can come over to my house. Put your name on some things. You know, for when the time comes. Not leaving everything to Billy Graham. Well, what? Get that worried look off your face. It's not like I'm planning to keel over anytime soon. I just put up 24 jars of pickles forevermore. But you know, I've lived a good long life. And if this church can go, well, then so can I. But when the good Lord takes me, I hope he does it quick with my shoes on. Or my bread bags. Oh, that's a good girl. Why don't you go see what the others are up to now?
Okay.
All right. Though yesterday is gone, the saga goes on. For an old wooden spoon.
you cleaning? No. Oh, yes, you are. Mom, what? The morning truck will be here any minute.
Well, I didn't want any remnants of Arlene Jesperson's hot dish left when they came to take the stove. Well, I can't help it, Beverly. I clean. That's what I do.
Need any help?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, it's so weird not having Vivian here. The kitchen just feels so empty without her.
I miss having her here too. Oh, but she would hate to see her kitchen like this. anyone else down here before the chickens were up? You two come down to say goodbye before the truck comes. Boy, can't believe Vivian's not going to see all this. Just one last time. Say, were you two down here cleaning? Can't change your spots, can you? Don't do stuff. Boy, the sun's coming up. Truck will be here any minute.